If I told you that the key to a happy relationship isn't what you think, would you believe me? It's not about how the photos look on Instagram or having the perfect house or the most expensive gift. There's something deeper, something most couples don't understand. And what is the main reason why some relationships just shine while others fade? But what exactly makes some relationships stand the test of time while others fall apart? There are hidden secrets that few dare to discover, and today we are going to reveal them and think about them. How many times have we fallen into the trap of comparing ourselves to those perfect couples that we see on social networks? What we don't know is that happiness is not something that is shown on a screen, but something that is felt in the simplest and most authentic moments. Because in the end, love is not about showing, it's about living. And when we understand that it is not about winning or proving anything to anyone, but about finding peace and joy in the company of the other, that is when we begin to discover what really matters. Happy relationships are not perfect, but they are real, and that makes them extraordinary. Having a happy relationship is not just about love. Love is essential, yes, but not enough. There are three fundamental pillars that sustain a healthy and lasting relationship. The first is honest communication, the one that goes beyond pretty words and dares to talk about what is uncomfortable, what scares us. Communication involves actively listening without interruptions and expressing our feelings clearly, without fear of judgment. It's important to create a safe space where both people can be vulnerable and authentic. The second pillar is empathy. That is, the ability to understand the world from the eyes of the other person, without judging, without trying to change it. This means acknowledging and validating the other's feelings, even if we don't fully understand them. Empathy is not only about understanding, but also about acting with compassion and patience. And finally, the third pillar is commitment. But not the forced commitment, the one that comes with guilt, but the one that arises from the genuine desire to make the other happy. Commitment also means being willing to grow and change together, adapting to life's changes, and supporting each other in challenges that may arise. Sometimes we think that being happy as a couple means not having problems, but the truth is that even the happiest couples argue. The difference is that they are not trying to win the argument, but gain understanding. They focus on us, and not on me. Discussions can be opportunities to grow together, as long as they are approached with respect and with the intention of resolving and not hurting, rather than blaming each other. Happy couples look for solutions and learn to sincerely apologize when they make mistakes. In addition, they ensure that they do not accumulate resentment. Rather, they release any tension through constructive dialogue. A happy relationship also requires time and dedication. It's not just about great moments of romance, but about the little details that build up everyday life, preparing each other's favorite breakfast, listening without interruptions when your partner needs to vent, or even sharing silence without feeling uncomfortable. All those little gestures are the bricks that build trust and connection over time. It is also important to show appreciation and gratitude for the things the other person does, no matter how small they are. Thank you can have a significant impact on how the other person feels valued. Spending quality time, such as having a deep conversation without distractions, can greatly strengthen the emotional bond. Happy couples do not take time together for granted. They value it and make the most of it. And here comes something that surprises many. Small daily gestures count much more than the big ones. A sincere thank you, a listen to you after a difficult day, or simply a warm hug can be more powerful than a luxurious dinner or an expensive ring. Plus, creating traditions together, no matter how small, such as watching a movie every Friday night or taking a walk on Sundays, creates a sense of belonging and security in the relationship. These little rituals help couples stay connected and have something to look forward to as well. A shared sense of humor significantly contributes too. Laughing heartily at trivialities and maintaining a light-hearted approach to life is crucial in injecting joy and levity into the relationship. Furthermore, providing unwavering mutual support during challenging moments is paramount. When one partner encounters difficulties, the other invariably steps in as their steadfast pillar of support. Thriving relationships are nurtured not merely through joyous moments, but especially in how crises are handled. Knowing that you can count on your partner in the darkest moments strengthens the bond in a way that nothing else can. Being supportive also means being willing to listen and offer help without judgment. Sometimes just being present is enough to lighten the weight the other carries. Plus, learning to be resilient together, finding ways to overcome obstacles, and growing from adversity makes the relationship stronger and more meaningful. Now I want to leave you with this idea. True happiness in a relationship is not found by looking for a perfect partner, but by learning. Love in an imperfect way. The key is to grow together, lean on falls, and celebrate achievements no matter how small. Because in the end, the secret to a happy relationship is not avoiding the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. And that, friends, is what makes love worth every moment lived as well. Growing together means accepting the changes that each one experiences over time. We're not the same people we were at the beginning of the relationship, and that's okay. The ability to adapt and evolve together without losing connection is what defines a strong and resilient relationship. Love does not stagnate, it transforms, and knowing how to accompany those changes, such as constantly rediscovering yourself, is what keeps the bond alive and vibrant. And remember, a happy relationship. It's not about finding someone to be with in the happy moments, but to find someone with whom difficult times are worth facing. It is that person with whom you feel at home, that person who even in the midst of chaos makes you feel at peace. Because love is not the absence of problems, but the ability to solve them together and come out stronger. On the other hand, it is also important to recognize that we will not always have the perfect answers or solutions. But the simple fact of facing challenges hand in hand with patience and understanding makes all the difference. So if you ever wonder if a relationship is worth fighting for, remember this: real love is not measured by moments of perfection, but by how together they overcome imperfections. And that's the magic that makes all the effort worthwhile in the end. It's not just about grand gestures, but about the small everyday actions that demonstrate affection and dedication. It's knowing that at the end of the day you have someone who supports you, understands you, and loves you just the way you are. That's the true essence of love, and that's why every sacrifice and every moment shared is worth it.